Hey guys, my name is Keely and welcome back to my channel. I know I don't have a lot of followers, but I have been getting like contacted by a couple of people that watch my videos like, hey, where are you at? Miss you. When are you going to be posting a video? What's up with your YouTube channel? Whatever. So I do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I just post these videos most of the time for my own kind of teaching abilities and to be able to kind of verbalize what I want to do with what I'm learning and everything. So that's what I do with this, and I'm a big believer and a very avid practicer in the idea of balance. And so over the holidays and everything, I've just been I had been really stressing out over the idea of social media, and because that's where I do a lot of my business from, is like my Instagram and my Twitter and stuff, and this is kind of a part of that. I had to focus on other aspects of my life, and so I did, and sometimes I do that, and I don't feel bad about it. I just know when the time is right for certain things I do it and not, and so I'm back. So thanks for showing your love. One thing that I've noticed, and this kind of clicked and was a little bit of a catalyst for this video physically, I was on Instagram, and usually I don't sit too long like looking at posts, but a post like by one of the people I follow popped up, and it was like this progression between like a prehistoric human and then kind of like evolved into this like ascended humanoid being that was kind of levitated over the ground, and then the caption was something along the lines of like, fuck materialism, fuck human existence, like kind of like fuck human life. Like most of us, if not all of us, know about the chakras, right? There are 7 main energy centers in our body that kind of funnel in, channel, hold energy and memory in our bodies. So we have these top 3 chakras that a lot of spiritualists are very familiar with. This is like the meditation chakra type of energy. This is the creative expression and accepting everyone for everything, and like the very kind of compassionate types of traits, characteristics. And we're very okay and comfortable sitting in the idea that we are collectively one, and we're all psychically in tune and all of that stuff, and that's perfect, and that's well, and that's part of everything. But then spiritualists forget that we're human. The idea behind a holistic approach to mind, body, spirit wellness is not to eliminate the body from the equation. It's not to eliminate being a human and what the representation of being a material, dense, physical creature entails. There's this like kind of archetype of a spiritual person just sitting in a room meditating for a long period of time, and then it's like, when we're setting examples for other people that want to follow, they think that this is the representation, and going out in the real world and every day and working and existing with other people doesn't matter, and that is such bullshit. There is something so beautiful, brilliant, special, holistic about the idea of us being human. We could manifest ourselves in 100 different energetic ways where we didn't have dense reflection on what's going on inside of us, but we're here. And a lot of us like to deny that this is a crucial aspect into our studying ourselves as humans, but it is vital. It is absolutely just as important as sitting down and meditating, or sitting down and being one with the beings, the gods, the goddesses, the archangels, whatever it is that you want to associate higher dimensional frequencies and energies. Being physical is just as important. That is what we're here to study. I got this message, and it was basically, you're on earth to master being a human. And that is what it is. It's all about understanding what makes us work, that makes us on an individual level the highest frequency that we could possibly be, and at the highest like peak performance that we could possibly be at. So our mind, and our spiritual, you know, like those higher chakras are in line with our bodies. I mean, you could look into the ideas of Ayurveda, eating for your blood type, working out for what makes you the happiest. There's all sorts of ways to tune into the energy of your body to be able to kind of align so you're more in a balanced state. You're more in a homeostasis type of cellular, molecular kind of functioning ability. And of course, that is about physical activity. This isn't about being a specific size or doing a specific thing or being an athlete. This is about being what works with your body the most. So, you know, if you're aligned with those energies of those bottom 3 chakras, you're gonna feel like you are kind of, this is my mindset, is you're kind of like a tribal being, right? You're kind of like tuning into those energies that the people before us and the native people that kind of are more in tune with the earth. You kind of ground yourself and you kind of are tuned in with the energies of the beings that have kind of come before you and have utilized the earth. So if you, like I said, if you come back from a walk and you're feeling empowered and you're feeling strong and you're feeling connected with the earth, that's the feeling you go for. There's one way to kind of decipher what kinds of foods work with you. And that is if you feel tired after them, or if you feel, you know, like side effects. But if you feel happy or energized, or there's a pickup of energy, that is a perfect indication that that food works for you. People wonder all the time why their dreams don't manifest. They wonder why their thoughts aren't being created in the real world. The whole equation to really mastering your own humanity is to bring it down, to bring it into your body, bring it into your mind, bring it into your physical being. And the only way that that happens is through the bottom 3 chakras. The only way you can manifest your dreams is to really bring it down to a level where it is manifestable. When you start to look into what makes your body work the best way that it does, the happiest that it feels, the most in line with your happiness and your joy and the ability to move forward. So start working on your body really, really intensely. And that doesn't mean go out and run a 5K or a 10K or run a marathon. That means just learn to understand your body. So whatever works and makes you the most happy, or whatever makes you feel the most joyful, or a lot of times it's the opposite effect, and whatever makes you feel the most uncomfortable. I know this happens a lot in my yoga class. I take like a yoga class that is based, it's like a power yoga tribal. It's like very grounded. It's not super like floaty or flowy. It's very tribal, very deep. And a lot of times with my physical body, I have limitations. I can't put my, I can't do everything. And so I've gotten to way more of a joyous place, but in the beginning and kind of even throughout, and I still experience this, where I experience a lot of resistance and anger. And a lot of people understand this, but a lot of people don't. But energy in our bodies is stored in certain areas based off of where, what that energy represents, what that energy holds. So for instance, a lot of women have issues in their hips and in their ovary areas, because that's mother energy. And so if you have trauma related to your mother or children or something, a lot of the energy is stored there. So hip openers are very, very difficult sometimes for a lot of women or a lot of men. because we have a hard time with that energy. And so once we start to work on that hip opening and work on that, we start to feel anger and resistance and, oh, I can't do this and whatever. And that's the energy, you kind of being confronted with the energy of your traumas. And so when you work on your physical body, you can kind of get a face-to-face kind of analysis on what you're blocking off. And so if you really, really desire to be highly in tune with your mind, your body, and your spirit, and a holistic kind of spiritual approach. So if you're looking to get the most spiritual, which is kind of a dumb saying in a sense, but you understand what I'm saying. If you want to get to that place where you can kind of access the most amount of spiritual information for yourself, that, you know, a huge key and a huge misconception in a lot of like practicing spiritualists and active spiritualists is to connect it to the earth, connect yourself to your physical body and plants and animals and earth, because that's so important. And that is the key, I think. But yeah, that's all I've got. Everything else falls in the line after that. But I love you guys. I will see you later. Have a beautiful day.